I do not recognize that. Yan ang tanong ko muna is jurisdiction.
Correct.
Abogado ako jurisdiction.
First question.
Fiscal ako whenever I face a case dito sa korte everyday, magtanong ako dyan, do I have the power? May jurisdiction ba ako dito sa kasong in prosecute?
That Attorney Harry Roque worked as the spokesperson for former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Does our resource speaker confirm this?
Yes, Madam Chair. Mr. Chair.
And Mr. Chair, can we please direct the resource speaker to describe ano po ba ang trabaho ng isang resource speaker ng Presidente?
As spokesperson, I was addressing the Malacanang Press Corps 3 times a week. I was preparing press releases on behalf of the President, and I was answering queries from the media on behalf of the President.
When the President issued Executive Order number 13, it is the humble submission of this representation. He legislated, he amended, he repealed the law. An act which violates the fundamental principle of separation of power. The executive should not encroach upon the power to legislate that belongs exclusively to the Congress. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Kumusta po mga ka-viral? Welcome back sa YouTube channel. Former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque hindi nakapalag sa mga magigiting na congressman kung ano ang nagiging papel nito at ng nagdaang Pangulo sa kasalukuyang pag-iimbestiga ng komite hinggil sa illegal na pogo at ng mga illegal na gawain sa loob nito na ginawang legal ng nagdaang administrasyon. Hindi nga nakalusot si Harry Roque pagkatapos gisahin sa Joint Committee ng Kongreso sa hearing in relations to games and amusement kung saan naging sentro ng investigasyon ang Pogo. Naging sentro ng kontrobersiya ang pangalan ni Harry Roque nang makita ang pangalan nito sa organizational chart ng NERID na Pogo Hub sa Bamban, Tarlac. Kasunod nito ay ang pagbuking sa kanya ng PAGCOR na siya ang kasama ng incorporator ng Pogo na si Cassie Ong nung nilakad nila ang lisensya ng Pogo sa PAGCOR noong 2021. At mas naging malinaw pa ang koneksyon nito sa Pogo nung binulgar ng PAOK chairman na bahay ni Harry Roque ang ginawang kanlungan ng mga big boss ng Pogo sa Bamban at itinuturing na most wanted fugitive ng China ng dalawang mga personalidad na nahuli sa bahay nito sa Tuba, Benguet. Narito ang naging mainit na revelasyon niya sa Kongreso hinggil sa totoong ugnayan nila sa Pogo.
Previous committee hearing that some of the officers or officials of Wilwin Company and perhaps the Lucky South 99 do not and cannot speak English. Am I correct?
Yung pong pagkakaintindi ko, hindi lang po sa Lucky South, pero sa karamihan po ng mga po, sila po talaga nagpapatakbo no electronic kasi kaya rin po nagkakaroon nga sila ng hubs para
Yes.
hindi na sila kahulubi.
Yes,
po.
yes, Mr. Chair. If I may be, if I may request Secretary Roque to just answer the representation with yes or no. So yes, I took that as a yes. So would you know, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, does Cassandra Leong, the representative of Lucky South 99, can speak English and understand English?
Well, ang pagkakakilala ko po kay Cassandra, siya po ay marunong mag-Chinese, nag-aral po sa China, at siya nga po ay translator para dito sa mga Lucky South.
So pwede po siyang magsalita ng Tagalog or
Opo.
Opo. So that does mean that Ms. Cassandra Ong can communicate directly with the Chairman Altenco?
Po, pwede po.
So pwede. So ibig sabihin po, hindi na ho kailangan, Mr. Chair, that Cassandra Ong does not necessarily need your assistance to go to PAGCOR and have that meeting in relation to RERs that we need to.
Kailangan po kasi nung mga panahon na yon, ang representante ng Lucky South sa PAGCOR ay si Mr. Dennis.
Okay. So let me ask you, Secretary, Mr. How did you meet Cassandra Ong?
Okay.
And when was this and where was this meeting?
Oo, natapos na po yung eleksyon, bumalik na po ako sa pribadong buhay at ako po ay promoting renewable energy project. Tapos sa pinopromote ko talaga ay yung Sogod Power sa Cebu at kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, na-meet ko po ang isang representative ng kumpanya ni Cassandra Hong sa isang forum ng renewable energy. At linapitan po ako na meron silang interest kasi doon sa forum po yon nanindigan ako na contrary to the position of many individuals, ang renewable energy, ang solar po ay po pwedeng 100% for own.
Okay.
So, yun po yung konteksto na na-meet ko po ang kumpanya ni Kasiong.
Yeah, so when did you first discuss with Miss Cassandra Ong about going to about you going with her to PAGCOR? When and where did this happen?
Ay, sa same month of July na po, no? Kasi ang palaging kausap ko ay isang CEO ng kumpanya ni Kasiong na hindi naman po nasa Pinas, no? Lumilipad, umaalis. Mukhang MBA type of person po, kaya nga hindi kami nagtagumpay na kakuha ng investment sa kanila, no? So si Kasiong po ay, ang alam ko, empleyado lang talaga ng Whirlwind, no? At bago pa nga nalaman ko na nagpalkohan yung
So,
Lucky
Mr. Chair,
South.
sorry po. Yes. Ano po?
So
gusto
mga
ko
July
straight-
lang po. July
Yes.
din po. Same
So-
month po of July.
So si Kasiong is the Cassandra Ong that you're
Opo,
mentioning, no?
opo.
Okay.
Siya po yun. Mr.
So
Chair.
when this first meeting, did she? I presume there were subsequent meetings happened, di ba? Because time that you met, sabi mo nga hindi siya connected with the hardcore license.
Opo, iba
Tama.
po yung
So
representative.
when did the Cassandra Ong approached you and talk about the Pogo and maybe perhaps to accompany her, as you claim you represent the Lisi in case Whirlwind Company. When did that happen?
Buwan na rin po ng July. Doon po niya sinangguni sa akin na nalaman lang nila dahil nakatanggap nga sila ng ulat po sa PAGCOR na naniningil ang PAGCOR.
Would you know, Mr. Chair, would you know kung saan ito nangyari?
Yung pagmi-meeting po
Yes
namin.
po, yung pag-approach niya po sa inyo.
Oo, humingi po sila ng meeting sa isang restaurant dito po sa Resorts World.
So she specifically requested you to go with her to PAGCOR?
Well, ang sabi lang po niya, may problema kami. Ang totoo po niya, ng unang sangguni is, pwede bang idemanda si Dennis Cunanan? I'm sorry to have to say this dahil kilala ko rin po si Cunanan. No? Ang sabi ko, kumuha ka rin ng ibang abogado, kakilala ko si Dennis Cunanan, mga anak namin, magkakaklase from K to 12 at kapitbahay ko pa. So ang sabi ko na lang is, well, humanap kayo ng ibang abogado, pero ang solution naman sa problema mo, pwede naman humingi ng rescheduling of utang.
So, ang response po nyo dun sa request niya, I presume is, sabi mo nga, pumamaho kayo sa kanya, no? Gusto ko lang po on record, Mr. Chair, what was the exact response that you gave her when she approached you about these problems?
Well, ang pag-contact po niya sa akin is anong gagawin? Kasi na-dispalkohan daw yung kanilang SC na Lucky South, no? So, ang gusto niya is legal action. Ang sabi ko, hanap po kayo ng ibang abogado kasi kakilala ko po yung rinireklamo ninyo, no? At masama dahil kapitbahay ko pa. So, ang sabi ko, baka matutulungan ko naman kayo na magkaroon ng rescheduling of payment dahil pumapayag naman ng mga gobyerno sa rescheduling of payment, lalo na kung hindi naman talaga consistent masama ang payment record.
So, at this time, when you met her and asked you, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, of these perhaps legal advices, were you already employed by Whirlwind Company?
Hindi pa po. Kasi po, nag-iinganyo nga po ako sa kanila na mamuhunan po sa mga energy projects. So wala pa po kaming professional relationship. It was more of, I wanted them to invest in an energy project po.
So fast forward po tayo na claim nyo naman po at na-narrate nyo na nga po na you confirmed that you were present during that meeting with
Opo.
Chairman Tenco, no?
Opo.
Yeah. So, sino pong tumawag? Who called the Chairman Tenco or PAGCOR to arrange this meeting?
Well, ang sekretarya ko po ang nag-arrange ng meeting. matapos po na nalaman namin na ang pagre-reschedule ng payment is a board decision.
So your secretary arranged this meeting when you were still not employed by Whirlwind Company?
Well, by that time po, opo, parang accommodation ko lang po sa Whirlwind. At that time po, wala kaming professional relationship other than patuloy ko pong iniingganyo sila na mamuhunan doon sa.
So gusto ko lang pong malinawan dito, Mr. Chair, si Cassie Ong approach you do not have any legal or professional relationship with her and told you about her problems with Mr. Dennis Cunanan, and you were not employed at that time during this meeting by Whirlwind Company, and yet you extended the effort of contacting PAGCOR to set up that meeting. Am I correct?
Tama po yun, dahil nga po iniingganyo ko sila na mamuhunan. Parang that's a show of good faith po.
Matanong ko lang po, bakit ho nyo nagawa yun?
Dahil gusto ko po talagang magkaroon ng relasyon sa Whirlwind na sila po yung mamuhunan doon sa mga energy projects na
Would you confirm this, Chairman Tenko, that the meeting that was took place among you was arranged or requested by the Secretary of Attorney Roque?
Yes, week prior to July 20. Got in touch with, they were requesting if it's possible.
You confirm. So you,
I confirm. I confirm.
Secretary, at the time of you and Cassandra's meeting, Chairman Alten, alam ko naman on record na sabi dito, but I just want you to confirm. How much was Lucky South's payables to PAGCOR?
Well, ang pagkakaalala ko po ay $500,000 po.
And would you know what these payables are for?
Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano talaga yung nature ng payment. Ang alam ko lang na dispalkuhan, di umano yung kanilang South, and may demand letter yung.
Okay, so, so did you tell Cassandra Ong, since sobrang bait nyo naman, in-approach na po kayo, nyo po siyang magkaroon ng meeting with Tenko, and prior to the hiring ng as legal agent at legal representation ng Whirlwind, nasabi niyo po ba how would you be able to, for the Lucky Strike to be able to settle these problems with PAGCOR, their problems with?
Well, ang sabi ko po, pwede naman humingi nga ng rescheduling of payment. Pwede naman nabayaran ng gives yung pagkakautang. At pumapayag naman po ang mga korporasyon dyan.
Nasabi din yung Secretary Roque that they need to pay RERs to PAGCOR in them to renew.
Well, yun nga po ang concern nila kasi nagulat sila na may pagkakautang sila at syempre, pag nagkaroon ng pagkakautang yung kanilang kliyente, pwedeng malagay sa alanganin yung kanilang lisensya.
How did Lucky South 99 respond to that advice?
Hindi po ako nagbigay ng advice sa Lucky South. Alam na po ni Cassie ang consequences para sa Lucky South kung mababayaran yung utang kasi nag-demand letter po. Sabi na ng PAGCOR na kinakailangan magbayad sila, otherwise magkakaroon ng court. Pero wala po akong communication doon sa Lucky South. So, alam ko ano.
Yes, okay. So, nagbayad din mo sila ultimately, no?
Na-confirm po.
I'm asking, did they able to?
Yes,
Was there any payment scheme happen?
payments.
Yeah, payment arrangement with between PAGCOR and Lucky South 9.
Leader. That same day, they made the payment of 200. That showed that the settled. then time January, sorry, about 6 months to pay off all balance. We're looking at 300,000. That was
So there was no payment scheme, but there was already a payment.
yes. On the
Was that
same.
was the arrears paid in full?
It was paid in tranches because that day, itself, while we payment of 100 balance was paid over January 2024.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. Secretary Roque, I'm sure you know the nature of why Cassie Ong requested your presence in that meeting. Am I correct? So she would not approach you if she would probably know that you have, you have some, at least your presence is really in need there. Kung sa ordinaryo na tao, hindi naman ho magsasama, alam na walang impluensya yung isasama sa tama ho ba? So would you know, for example, did Cassandra Ong, I presume, told you about her problems with Mr. Cunanan? And ano po ba yung mga options na nasabi mo sa kanya apart from, say, for example, paying the amount that they need to pay to PAGCOR?
Yung idea po na mag-arrange ng rescheduling para sa mga pagkakautang ay nanggaling sa akin. Dahil ang tanong nga nila is, anong gagawin namin? Dispalkohan kami, ang i-demand. Sabi ko, humanap kayo ng ibang abogado, pwedeng i-demanda yan dahil kakilala ko yan. Pero, ang alam ko, pwede namang ayusin yan sa pamamagitan nga na paghihingi. So, nanggaling po yung na sa akin na. At kampante naman po ako na papayag naman po ang PAGCOR basta nga lang merong faith, no? Meron talaga faith at ma-explain lang kung bakit sila bayad dahil bago naman sila na-dispalkohan, wala naman silang problema po.
Mr. Chair, at Secretary Roque, you confirmed the Attorney Fernandez testimony that you followed up, made with PAGCOR regarding the application of Lucky South 99. Am I correct?
3 beses po, 2 by text, by telephone call, pero yung telephone call ko po, hindi follow-up. It is only a matter of information na nakahanap na ang Lucky South ng abogado para gumawa ng MP na requirement po.
Thank you. Sorry po, Secretary. I'm just wondering po, who requested you to make this follow-up?
Request po ako ni Cassie Ong kasi ang sabi po niya, hindi raw niya makontak si Attorney Quesa. No? At totoo naman po, doon sa tawag ko talagang busy Attorney Quesa. So once po, para tanungin ko kung ano yung kulang pang mga documentation, kasi nga po request ako ni Cassie na hindi raw niya makontak. So sabi ko, well, let's see kung ako kontak ko naman, baka timing lang.
So you're doing this, hired na po kayo as a lawyer of Whirlwind Company?
Opo, nagsimula na po yung kaso kasi 2 weeks after the meeting on July 26, hinire na po niya kami para dun sa case at ang first task nga po namin is prevent yung execution na initiate ng Regional Trial Court.
So alam niyo po Mr. Chair, John Secretary, that these follow-ups are by nature the lacking documents of Lucky South 99 that they need to comply with PAGCOR. This directly in relation to their application, apart from paying the RERs, their application as well for a license nung sa newly amended guidelines ng Secretary. So you would know, for example, of the nature of the follow-ups that it pertains also for their application for the IGL license. Am I correct?
Tama po yan kasi ang pinag-aawayan nga po yung possession dun sa lugar na ginagamit for PAGCOR. So concern po si Cassie as the lessor of Lucky South na kung mawawala naman sila dun sa posisyon wala na rin silang kontrata doon sa Pogo. Kasi nga po, sila yung pinapaalis doon sa possession sa premises na gamit para sa Pogo.
So,
So,
after, yes po.
That will
Linked
be
so
your
talaga siya.
last question,
It
Congressman
may be
Adjong.
allowed to.
Huh? So, what is the pleasure of the member?
I will yield my time to
Okay, there's a peace time. So, we'll be allowing Congressman Adjong to... bagay ko naman ang...
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. So,
The chair would like to acknowledge the president, Congresswoman Bornasis. Can sit for another 5 minutes.
thank you, Mr. Chair. So after learning about this lacking of documents in the application of Lucky South 99 PAG, sino po ba ang whom do you report this, Secretary? May mga documents ka ba na pinapresent sa kanila that may probably help them to comply ultimately with the request appeal for a license after you have follow-up with the PAGCOR? And you learned about these lacking documents. To whom do you report this po?
well, Mr. Chair,
Since you are according to you, a lawyer of Wilwin Company.
Mr. Chair, pinadalan po ako ng listahan ng requirements ni Attorney Jessa at yung Viber mismo sa akin ni Attorney Jessa, finorward ko lang po kay Cassie Ong.
So have you told advice Cassandra Ong that Lucky South 99 must also comply?
Finorward ko lang po yung text as is mismo ni Attorney Jessa because those were the lacking documents.
So, di lang ko tayo maging abogado as an ordinary person. When you extend something to a person, especially if you know that this is of legal consequence, agree ho kayo doon. Kasi tinutulungan nyo, kasi you would not help anybody if you don't agree from the very start of the, say for example, of the request or the application. Would that be correct? On a human level perception, would you at least confirm to this conversation that you agree and you may as well support the request of Lucky South 99 for their application for the IGL license?
Hindi naman po. Ganito po kasi yan. Yung pumasok kami sa ejectment, may desisyon na, meron ng writ of execution na papaalisin sila. So ang aking tanong, lalaban pa ba tayo sa ejectment dahil ang issue dyan is, meron ka pa bang kliyente na uupa in the first place? Kung wala nang uupa sa'yo, bakit ka palalaban doon sa ejectment? At in fact, ngayon po, yan ang problema ng Whirlwind. No? Na kapag natalo sila sa possession, ibigay na namin yung problema sa Pogo doon sa may-ari. So, importanteng malaman din po para malaman ko anong strategy na gagawin namin, no? Kung magkakaroon pa sila ng parokyano doon sa kaupahan nila. Dahil ulitin ko po ha, nung kinuha nila ako, meron ng writ of execution. So actually, sabi ko, this is actually a 60-40 na matatalo na tayo, no? Na ang aasahan na lang natin, mapiprevent natin yung execution. Pero dahil talo na sila at meron ng execution, ang tanong din is it worth it to fight? Wala ka rin namang kliyente at hindi rin mabibigyan ng list. O pwede ka na mag-surrender kung ganun po.
Well, I think para sa akin ang pagkakaintindi ko po, no. I'm not refuting your claim, Secretary Roque. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I find it very rather peculiar for a person to extend such assistance if from the very start I do not agree and I do not support such request. So masyado ho kayo mabait, Attorney Roque. Now, let you in the previous hearing po, Mr. Chair, Secretary, it was your claim that you were acting as for Whirlwind Company because the Whirlwind Company in this case is the agent or the leasee ng Lucky South 99. Am I correct po?
Lessor
Secretary?
po sila.
Yes.
Ang
I'm sorry.
lessee po ay
correct me,
Lucky
correct.
South.
Yes.
Opo.
So, tama po. Sorry po. So, you confirm that?
Opo, I confirm that po.
So did you help either of these corporations prepare a contract of agency?
Hindi po, kasi wala naman akong relasyon sa kanilang, wala po akong relationship doon sa contractual agreement between the lessor and...
So if there's no proof that there is a contract of agency, see, being you as the lawyer, I presume that you are well knowledgeable about law. As a lawyer, to Whirlwind, you would probably ask Whirlwind Company if there is contract of agency that's between. Would that be rather peculiar for you not to